These are sausage links. The Conecuh sausage come in a 1 pound package. Old fashioned sausage, right? They're not cut into links. I cut off these to make links. And now I'm just cutting them. And this is, if since you like spice, Allison, I know you probably like this Conecuh sausage because it has a little kick to it. But not too much. But it has just enough kick. It's like a Cajun, hickory Cajun sausage. It's such a distinct flavor. They use it in fine dining restaurants. It is the best sausage I've ever had and love it. I started eating this sausage as a child because my daddy was born and raised in Conecuh County, Alabama. And so we grew up with this Conecuh sausage. If you know, you just know. So I just split those and let me show y'all what the packaging looks like. And I'm also gonna just go ahead and cut these up. See, Conecuh. And so they're the company, the warehouse where they make the sausage. And y'all, it's just a small American business. And so, you know, I'm a fan. So 1 pound, it's just great for grilling and natural casing. It's a pork sausage, but it comes in 1 pound packages. And then you have to cut it to the size that you want. And so I'm gonna go ahead and cut all the rest of these up into link sizes and put them in the freezer because it's a specialty sausage, right? And it's a small company, but they've been in business since they're out of Conecuh County, Alabama. Evergreen, Alabama is where they're located, which is in Conecuh County, Alabama. That's in South Alabama. Yeah, it's a really good spicy sausage. So I'm gonna cut those up over here on the sideboard and get that into, because you know KendyK is all about a meal prep group. We don't let any food go to waste over here, right? So I'm gonna cut up the beef sausage. And then let's get going with this breakfast. I know what I needed. What I need for sure is my allergy medicine. I already took my Zyrtec. We're gonna do some eggs. I might eat my eggs in that, so I'm gonna put that one to the side. Let's do our eggs in here. I've got 2 eggs. And y'all, these are the last 2 eggs in the house. So I'm probably just gonna do 1 egg because I think I'm going to bulk up protein, give my Kodiak cakes a boost. I'm gonna give my Kodiak cakes a boost with by adding an egg and milk. So if you make the Kodiak cakes according to the directions, it's 15 grams of protein. But if you, and Kodiak cakes, y'all, these are protein boosted pancakes, 100% whole grain. So they're not going to be, they're a different color. They're a little bit darker because they're whole wheat pancakes. So if I just add water and make it according to the mix, it is 15 grams of protein. If I add milk to that, it is 18 grams of protein. But if we add milk and an egg, we get a whopping 21 grams of protein in these pancakes. So you know that's what KendyK is going for. KendyK is going for 21 grams of protein. Because, friends, why not? You know, I'm on a high protein, a low carb, and high fiber diet over here. Welcome in,
Friends,
friends.
welcome in. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
Sorry about that. Technical difficulty. Where's the sugar-free Mrs. Butterworths? Well, let me tell you. And I'm going to tell you. Because y'all know my boy is back home. He said he was staying with me for this academic year. He's in college. And mhm. Y'all, I believe he threw away. I didn't have sugar-free Mrs. Butterworth's, but I had sugar-free pancake syrup. I think he threw my stuff away. And so I told him to go get the syrup, and this is what he brought back from the store. That part. Which aren't these, and I can't say grown. If it was grown, he would be in my house. So y'all, we just have a little bit of pancakes mix here. I gotta re-up on my Kodiak protein mixer, so I'm gonna add what I can add over here. Oh, this supposed to be for the egg. I gotta get another bowl to mix up my pancakes. So we're gonna have some eggs. Let's go ahead and do the pancake mix. I can't mess this up, y'all, because this is all the pancake mix we have. So we're not gonna really follow directions, but we're gonna kick this up to 21 grams of protein because we are going to use milk instead of water. If you follow the recipe and you make it, it's a complete pancake mix. So that means you just need to add water. But if you substitute milk for the water, then you kick it up to 18 grams. And y'all, I'm doing this just by feel because I don't have quite enough pancake mixes. So we're just gonna make a few pancakes. As in enough for KendyK's brunch. So I was going to my friend's birthday party in Houston today. In fact, I would have, the flight left at like 8 something. And I was going to go to the airport this morning and fly out to Houston and attend her birthday party and then come straight back tomorrow on Sunday. It's going to be a quick turnaround. Just going, but she did not know that I was coming. I was going to be a surprise. She was not expecting me. So it was easier for me to cancel my flight and the rental car that I was going to tootle my own self around because I was really going to be a surprise for her. So I didn't want to tell her that I needed her to find somebody to pick me up. Okay, that looks like pancake consistency, pretty much. And yeah, I'm gonna take one of these eggs, and we're not gonna add a whole egg to the pancakes. I'm gonna add like half of the egg and put the other egg to make me a few scrambled eggs. Did that make any sense? If it didn't, just hold tight. Because I didn't have a whole serving of pancake mix. So I'm trying to adjust this a little bit. Trying to adjust this recipe based on a little bit of pancake mix that I have. That should make at least 2 pancakes, don't you think? I think. Thank you, Monique. Monique says, looks like it's going to be yummy. I hope so. Yeah, I don't mind the sugar-free syrup. I'm telling you one thing, that's probably one of the biggest differences I've noted as I approach 50 is that I'm much more aware and trying to avoid anything hurting my belly. So yeah, that's the one egg there. And I'm gonna put about half of that egg in there. Okay. I didn't do too bad. So we'll reserve the rest of the egg and we'll put it in our, for the scrambled eggs. So this is definitely gonna be a brunch. Yeah, thank you. Welcome in, friends. Tell us what you have for breakfast or what you're having for lunch whenever you might be viewing this. Welcome. If you are catching us during this live stream, welcome in, friends. If you catch us on the replay of this, you are welcome too. And thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I'd love to hear from you in the chat if you catch this on replay so that I know that you came by. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Now let me go ahead, y'all. I was low key not having my little griddle pan up. This is my griddle pan. I love it. So no, I'm not eating all this sausage. The boy can have some of these sausage, but y'all, I don't know. We might split pancakes because it looks like this is enough for 2 pancakes. We might split these Kodiak cakes that now have a whopping 21 grams of protein in them. Yeah, I don't have any grease or anything on. It's a non-stick skillet, and I've had this thing for years. It's not a skillet. It is a grill pan, right? Isn't that what y'all call this? Is that the right name for this? Y'all know this type of pan. I bought this at Walmart years ago and still have it. So I am turning up the fire on this. And y'all can see that oil already. I never wondered why people put oil and stuff in the pan when they make bacon and stuff. That stuff is full of oil. You don't need any extra oil or anything like that. In fact, some people in the South call these Conecuh sausage oil sausages because they have so much oil in them. But it's something about the flavor. Something about the flavor. Yeah, I'm cooking them slow, y'all, because we talking. We over here chit chatting. I'm just over here chit chatting with y'all while we do this country breakfast. I appreciate y'all rocking and riding with me. This is a KendyK all day. I would agree with Monique Poe. Y'all, if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and hit that like button for me. I appreciate you. This is a KendyK all day. Welcome in. No friend I just connected with this morning. Welcome in, Hermione. Welcome in, Hermione. I can't wait to check your channel out. Hermione is on a weight loss journey, as am I. And so I have got a protein-packed breakfast. I am cooking some of my favorite American, shout out to American business. I'm cooking some of my favorite, it's a small business in America, so not a corporation, it's a small business in Conecuh County, Alabama. It's the Conecuh Sausage Company. So I'm having some good old Conecuh sausage. We're going to do some scrambled eggs, 1.5 scrambled eggs, because I fortified my Kodiak protein cakes. That's what I'm having today is Kodiak protein cakes. I'm fortifying them with an egg and milk for a whopping 21 grams of protein when I make these pancakes. But we're going to let our sausage cook because, you know, KendyK loves her one-pot meal and ain't nobody got time to be watching a whole bunch of different dishes. I'm cooking everything in this grill pan. Mm-hmm. The sausage will be cooked here, and then I'm going to cook the pancakes next, and then I'm going to cook the all on that same. Mm-hmm. I'm doing that. I'm doing it like that, friends. So we're sharing what we had for breakfast. Hermione is not in the U.S., if I recall. So Stefan is saying, where is that sugar-free Mrs. Butterworth? Long story. You'll have to watch it all the way through to catch that. But the boy, my boy, he disenfranchised me from my sugar-free pancake syrup, which was okay with me. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. This is KendyK all day. Welcome. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you all for joining me. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. This is KendyK all day. Now, we did have the right views up. We don't now, though. What's up? What happened? What happened, friends? This is KendyK. Here I am over here, y'all. But I need to be over here. Hey, y'all. Hey, hey, y'all. Hey. This is KendyK all day. Yeah, StreamYard has changed the views and things, so I didn't know that. They didn't give me the memo. Welcome in, friends. Welcome. This is KendyK all day. We're doing a country breakfast over here. Let me see if I can get us back to a two-camera view. There we go. There we go. We're over here cooking and things and things and things and things. Thank y'all for being in that chat, hearing me on. Ooh, I like those little eggs in a skillet there, Monico. Cute, 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 cute. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I love it. Welcome in, honey. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. This is KendyK all day. Talking about the outfit. What are they talking about? Anyway, I don't know what they're talking about, y'all. I don't know what the thing is talking about. Okay, I'm going back over so I can. Well, I can hang out with y'all for a little bit, right? I'm gonna hang out with y'all for a little bit. Hey, y'all. Hey, hey, y'all. Hey. This is KendyK all day. Yeah, the stream has a whole lot of stuff that I'm not. I'm just clicking. I'm over here clicking on things and seeing what they do. Okay, so in India, it is 9:30 p.m. at night. Do you know one of my favorite series? And so you tell us this, Hamani, and give us the inside track. Hamani lives in India, and I love the Netflix series where they have the Indian weddings. And they have the weddings over several days, and they are just very lavish, luxury, lavish experiences. Is that typical of the culture, or is that judged up for reality TV? I would love to hear your opinion on that matter. Well, Monico, I am trying. I'm trying to give us all a good country breakfast or brunch, depending on what time I get this finished. Okay, I want it to be on. Now tell me this, can y'all still hear me? I know you don't have a picture at all. Okay, now you got a good picture. That's the picture I'm looking for. I never was switching back. Back and forth. Can you all still hear me? If you can still hear me now, put a one in the chat. Sound should be coming only from my iPhone, which is the cooking view. Put a one in the chat if you can hear my voice. Put a one in the chat if you can hear my voice. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Put a one in the chat if you can hear my voice. Apparently, you all cannot hear my voice. Apparently, you all cannot hear my voice. Wow. Okay, you can still hear me. Okay. I know that it is cultural because a friend of a friend of a friend, she is American and a black woman, but she married, her husband is Indian. And so they used some of his cultural practices and had a very lavish weddings, a series of events. And it was very, oh my gosh, amazing, amazing. But I think everyone spends a lot of money on weddings. But y'all, so these are the Conecuh sausage. I hope y'all can see them over here. I like mine to have a little bit more brown on them, so I'm gonna turn them back over. But these are the Conecuh sausage. Well, I'm dripping oil all over the stove, but that's all right. We're gonna clean it up. Cause y'all, this is probably gonna be the last meal I cook this weekend. Well, at least today, for sure. Because you know, KendyK has all her soups in the freezer, and I can just pull them out. And y'all, I've got a new soup for y'all on Monday. We're doing soups in September to make this a September to remember. So I'm doing a new soup every Monday for Meal Prep Monday, so I can get soup in the freezer. Stocking up for the fall, for the cooler weather. We've already got our Kodiak pancake mix already ready to go. I added half an egg. I added egg and milk to it for 21 grams of protein. Boosted that thing up to 21 grams of protein. Let me see. Try to make everything sit up here nice and purty for y'all. Ooh, the smell of vision. I wish we had smell of vision. Once we figure out how to give everybody smell of vision, I think we'd be all right. We like to celebrate both. I know that's right. I agree. I agree, friend. Yeah, I like a little crunchy on mine. That's how I like it. Yes. This is a pork sausage. My apologies if you don't eat pork, but Monique is having turkey sausage, or she had a turkey sausage. I like turkey sausage too. But when I want to splurge, and I don't always eat Conecuh, y'all, because it is a pork sausage. But every now and again, I'll get me some good old Conecuh sausage from Conecuh County, Alabama. A shout out to the Conecuh Sausage Company. So I'm just gonna meal prep these sausage, y'all. I'm cutting them into lengths. I just showed you how they come. So then it comes in 1 pound packages, and then you cut it to the size you want. Now these are the length width sausage as far as thickness, but they also have bigger, the fatter ones, and those are my preferred ones. I ordered these on grocery order, and this is what they sent. So they must have been out of the fatter ones that I like. They all taste the same, but it's just something about the bigger ones I like. They are really, really good. So these sausage are just about done, and then we'll move on to our power cakes from Kodiak. So yeah, I cut all those sausage up, all those Conecuh sausage up, and I'm gonna put them in the freezer, and I'll just cook them from frozen the next time we want sausage. You know, if you're doing some jambalaya, some gumbo, Conecuh is a good sausage to go with. in my opinion. Okay, let me get my paper towel ready so I can let these hang out on some paper towel and soak up some of that oil. See that oil coming out of those sausages? Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. You gotta come over here so I can see y'all's comments. Thank you, Monique Poe, for being a moderator for the gods. So thank you for sharing. Appreciate you doing that. Sharing Hamani, one of our new friends. Appreciate that. And appreciate you for moderating for us today. Ooh, y'all. What you talking about good? What you talking about good? I got some good stuff over here. I thought I shut Nightbot off. Apparently, I need to come back over here and Nightbot is off. That's why Monique is a moderator and she is sharing that link for me. Thank you, Monique. Appreciate you. But I need to apparently come back over here and be outside of $3 and stop. Nightbot. I'm dropping that reminder. I typically only use the moderation for Nightbot was only working when I'm doing chop talk. I've kind of switched over to that if you're wondering what's going on. I'm trying to just use, because Shop Talk is where we talk shop as content creators. And so we're trying to be more aware and keep Nightbot just for episodes of Shop Talk. Then I do 3 live streamed episodes a week. Yeah, we'll go time Nightbot out. Okay, I timed it on this side now. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. So our Conecuh Sausage is done. This is a small sausage company out of Conecuh County, Alabama. And that county is in South Alabama. It's actually the county where my daddy was born and raised. God rest his soul. He's in heaven now. So I'll see you when I get there, Dad. See you when I get there. Y'all, just for optics now, this would be some really good stuff. But I want to make sure my pancakes come out pretty, so I'm just gonna wipe this off a little bit. Y'all probably like, KendyK, all of that good flavor. I know. It is hurting me to do it. But we want to make sure we have some pretty pancakes. We want to give the people some pretty looking pancakes. Now, these are Kodiak power cakes that I'm making, friends. And these are Kodiak power cakes. They're our Conecuh sausage. So with the Kodiak power cakes, it is a whole wheat pancake. Kodiak power wheat cakes are a whole wheat pancake. So they are going to be a little bit more brown than you might be familiar with than other complete pancake mix. And I am putting now some baking spray on my grill pan. And this is the pan baking spray. And I'm going to add just another little touch of milk to these because you can use the recipe on the box for the Kodiak cakes. It's a complete pancake mix, meaning you can just add water to make the mix. But if you want to, and that'll give you 15 grams of protein. But if you add milk instead of water, if you substitute with milk instead of water, then that gives you 18 grams of protein in these pancakes. 18 grams of protein in the pancakes, y'all. That's why I love the Kodiak products. As you can see, I love the Kodiak products. I have their oatmeal. I have their protein oats, which are their 1-minute oats. And I have the power cakes, which you can use to make pancakes and waffles. But then if you add, you can add milk. That gives you 18 grams of protein in a serving. And then you can also add an egg, which we did. And that gives us 21 grams of protein in these pancakes. So y'all, I'm not gonna have any problem now enjoying these high protein pancakes. Want to make sure my grill is real hot because we don't have any pancake mix to waste. I heard a little sizzle, did y'all? Let's give it a couple more seconds and let that baby heat all the way up. This is KendyK all day. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Thank y'all for joining me. This is KendyK all day. We're over here fixing a good old country breakfast. I'm letting my griddle get real good and hot so I can fix these pancakes. Now, if you hear me typing, I'm over here typing a poll question. This is our tester. That's our tester. That's our tester pancake. I don't know if it comes across on camera, but those are a little bit browner than normal pancakes. That was just a tester to make sure the griddle pan was hot. Yeah, I hear it. It's talking. It's ready. Y'all, I did that just right. 2 pancakes. That's what we got. 2 pancakes. I should finish cooking this pancake, and I'm gonna give it to the boy and say I saved him a pancake, this little mini pancake. Something tells me he's not gonna find that funny at all. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. This is KendyK all day. Somebody's sending hearts. I appreciate you. Welcome in, friends, and welcome in. This is a KendyK all day, and this is our country breakfast. Cooking the pancakes and eggs going up next. Eggs are going up next. We have some Conecuh sausage and some eggs. And y'all, here is my reminder. This is my first fruit. Some sweet ones prunes. They're called ones. They come in packages, individual packages. And they're from these great folks at Sunsweet. Love these. Prune a day keeps everything flowing in the right way, if you know what I mean. So I eat one a day to keep everything flowing in the right way. Let me get this other egg going. Get a little air in our eggs. Let's whip up a little air in these eggs so they can be nice and fluffy for us. And I'm gonna put them on this grill pan just as soon. These are our eggs. This is actually about 1.5 eggs. Because we're pushing a lot of protein, friends. So I'm also gonna add some. See, KendyK, you're doing the most. See, y'all, I'm always doing the most. Now we only had 1.5 eggs, y'all. And I've spilled some of it. I've spilled some of it. Let's see if we should turn. I see bubbles on the top and they are popping. So that means that it's okay for us to turn our pancakes. These are whole wheat pancakes from our good friends at Kodiak. These are Kodiak power cakes. Power because they are fortified with protein. And I gave that protein a bigger boost. Already 15 grams of protein in them. Gave it an even bigger boost. Y'all, can y'all believe I dropped the whisk again? So now KendyK gonna be mopping the floor a little bit. Jesus, take the wheel. KendyK is over here doing the most. Now I'm moving the camera and all that good jazz. Thank goodness I'm almost done with this country breakfast. This is KendyK all day. Oh, he would be running in this kitchen, Mo. Yeah, the boy would be running in here, but he know I'm on his camera, so he ain't coming in here. Not while his camera's on. I'm trying to respect the boundaries, but I'm like, if I'm feeding you now, you're gonna have to do what I say, and that's get on this camera. I'm trying to be respectful. I'm trying to be respectful. Now the Kodiak power cakes look yummy. I guess I'll save them more. I guess I'll save them one. Y'all see them? Those are our Kodiak power cakes. We've got some Conecuh sausage. Let me just wipe off our grill pan with my dish rag so that our eggs will be a pretty yellow color. And yeah, we're just going in. This is hot, so it should be good to go. Let me get the bowl over here to put the eggs in when they're ready. Are y'all cricket? Are y'all cricket? Maybe just a tad. Ooh, y'all. Y'all. Okay, y'all are still there. Thank y'all. So I gotta move fast with these eggs, y'all. You know how we gotta do with these eggs. You're gonna have to cook his own eggs. This 1.5 eggs is for KendyK. All day. Yeah, thank you for rocking and riding with me. This is KendyK all day. Oh yeah, that pan was hot. I like my eggs scrambled, but kind of scrambled soft. Let me see if I can do this backwards. We'll get this out of our way. Grill pan out of our way. Have this eye cut off, but it is very hot. So we've got 2 Kodiak cakes, and we've got us some good old Conecuh sausage. The friends of this breakfast is in the bag. She ready. She's ready. She's ready. Okay, I think we need to. Now I know for sure, y'all, I won't be able. I'm gonna give y'all. I promise, I'm gonna get a boy 1 pancake. He can have 1 pancake. And I wish I had an apple for fiber, but I guess I'll have an orange, and I probably gonna eat the orange for my snack. And I keep my oranges in the refrigerator, so I'm just gonna set it out so that it can get to room temperature. I'm gonna have an orange for my snack, so I'll eat the orange later for my snack. So, friends, our country breakfast is done. Kodiak cakes, Kodiak power cakes that I even boosted the protein higher from 15 grams to 21 grams by adding milk and an egg. We've got some Conecuh sausage out of the Conecuh Sausage Company out of Evergreen, Alabama, Conecuh County, Alabama. And I've got some scrambled eggs. It's a high protein country breakfast or brunch. This is KendyK all day. Thank y'all for joining me. Yeah, I like mine scrambled soft too. Y'all, Monique is a winner. Y'all, winner. She's not just a moderator, but she's also a content creator. So check out Monique Poe. She's in the basket community, and she's in
Many
so
other
many
communities.
Oh,
Oh,
see, interference because I'm using 2 devices. Sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure y'all are wide awake. Okay, so I turned it, and now you can't see my eggs in there. But you get the picture. You get the picture. Y'all, thank you for rocking and riding with me. Hold on, let me tell the friends bye before we eat breakfast over here. Let me tell y'all goodbye. Once we give me just a second, I will come back on camera and say my goodbyes. And thank you. I tell you too, that boy be messing with my air in this house too. He said I keep it too cold in here, and I don't like that. Don't be messing with my air at all. Don't be messing with my air at all. I have it how I need it. Amen. Don't be messing with my air. You don't pay the bills over here. Y'all, I'm hot. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm hot. KendyK is hot. Yes. Thank you, Mom. Thank you so much. This is KendyK all day, y'all. Thank you for rocking and riding with me. This is KendyK all day. Goodbye for now.